the launchers that then are also to the equipment terminals. Now, you could still see, we could still see in one of the propellant terminals, but of course it's half full of water and, trying to get over to the shaft going into the silo, you couldn't tell. I would have loved to have seen the equipment terminals at 395 Alpha. And then, of course, you got those pictures of OSTF-1 that the young man took.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was there, you could see where the water level was up. And all these years later, the water level has gone down because now it's all dirt.
Right.
Clear through the launcher. I mean, it's amazing. And it wasn't that way. I mean, I would have loved to have gotten in there to have, just seen different things. But of course, that's just the difference in time. And I'm not sure what today, I don't know how anything is. I mean, other than the young man that sends you that stuff, and I think he's probably in missile school. And,
yeah, he was definitely inside to get on all that stuff, but
sure.
Especially D and B.
Oh yeah, I mean, 576 Delta. I mean,
or the Titan 2s.
Oh, absolutely,
395.
Absolutely, 395 Delta. I mean, that was a fun one. I mean, I never seen anything like that. And then when I found the original pictures and the write-ups, they brought in the Navy SEALs that blew the inner duct to get to the diesels, to bring the diesel out.
Damn.
And of course, you'd see them bring that out, but they brought the SEALs in from Fort Hueneme that did the operation on that. That's pretty neat to see. I've never seen that before.
But it's still, D and B are in great shape, but C is going to be I don't know when we're going to see it.
It still had some pump line. It still had its some pump line. And, that in itself is just like, from Fred Epler told me the story. He says, Gary, it was the most amazing thing. And, that one of the wing commanders had really fought the idea that, no, we're not going to turn this off. They're going to keep it going. Now, really, what is it going to end up? I don't know if it's going to be that way long term. I'm not sure. I just don't know. I do reckon they used to get a tour of it because Fred got to take a tour. And Fred told me, however, the asbestos levels were a little too high in terms of the friable asbestos that was floating around. And there was some pretty big concerns about that, so they stopped the tour. Now, this is just Fred telling me. In all honesty, I've never found any documented proof of that. But it does, I do tend to believe it. Number one is to me, it's very plausible.
Yeah. Well, the one email I got from the guy that supposedly kept the museum up, he said it had bad air.
Well, that would make sense then. That would really make sense.
But still, you got a pristine Titan 2.
Yeah. I can't fathom what that has to look like.
Yeah, that's the holy grail for me.
Well, yeah, pretty much so.
I could go to Tucson and go to Green Valley, and that's great. And there's an actual fucking missile in there. That's great. But I want to see it as when they left in 86. I want to see it just like that. And I think that's...
Well, there's a lot to that. I got the picture of 395 Charlie when it's launching the Titan 2. I've got it over my kitchen sink on the upper level. And, that photograph was taken at the launch. I don't know what number it was, but it was taken in 76.
Yeah, late.
It's just a gorgeous picture. It was probably the most famous of them all. Here, Green Valley, they really downplay that even 395 Charlie is there.
Yeah, they don't. This is the last Titan II
Yeah,
missile silo.
exactly. I think there's a lot of it priced. They don't want anybody to know about it. I don't know.
Why?
It would be budget. Don't. But I mean, it is there. What shocked me is when I was there even 20 some years ago. I mean, you can see the discharge pumps pumping water from the bottom of the silo.
That's awesome.
See it going into the ponds.
That's what stuck me on that. Is these other two B and D are not in good shape. This one is in good shape.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's got most of the floors. I mean, we had to go in through the escape shaft. What was it? I don't remember if it was Delta or Bravo.
Well, and then Roland Miller came out in '95 with those pictures, just absolute pristine. 10 years later, after it got decommissioned, and it's absolutely pristine.
Oh, yeah.
And I messaged him. I emailed him. I said, if you have any more from this session, I'll pay you for it. I want to see more. I got a few more. Never heard anything more.
Well, I'm sorry. That's a lot of the ways it works. There could be a number of reasons. All of a sudden, it's everybody's like, "My God, this is mine, and I'm not giving it up." And personally, I look at it. If we don't share it, it's going to be lost. Okay, it's not going to be all that long until it is. It's just a fact of life. And I don't know. I take just the opposite position. I want to share it all. And I think that's what we really need to do. I get a kick out of the guys that now are copywriting every, public domain photograph, and I just shake my head. I think it's so sad.
They're jumping on it.
My God, I paid $25 for that print. Well, welcome to the club.
They're jumping on it.
Paid. I mean, so I paid a hell of a lot more than $25.
They're jumping on it.
Do I resent that? Do I have a bone to pick? No. It's just, I just don't agree with that. Are they entitled to do with what they want because it's theirs? Absolutely. Nobody. I just think it's sad because to me, the more we give away, I really believe this is, I'm living proof. The more I gave away of this stuff, I have collected tenfold back. It's just so true.
Maybe not so much no more because everybody's got it. But I don't want to.
Well, that's it. I mean, I will tell you this: just what we found now from the recent release of redoing some of these original negatives. Now we're finding that numerous additional file names are the same with completely different photographs of the same missile. So what we're seeing occurring is now we're getting into, it's not just 44,000, it could be up to 70,000.
Yeah, but you and me and about 12 other people have to decipher this.
Well, that's true. I mean, I can't, sometimes I feel that, why do I do what I do at Site 4 with Airbnb? It's because I enjoy what I do. Right now, before you called, when you called and sent me that message, I was coming back from Roswell. What was I doing? I had my computer on and I'm looking at, the last 140 pages I have to go through.
Is the money cool? Yeah, the money's cool. But
absolutely. It's going to allow me to raise the silo doors.
Yeah, the money's cool, but you've been into it way much longer that the money ain't the thing.
Oh, no. I said that one time when they did an article on me on TV.
A video. Yeah, I seen it.
And I just laughed, I made the comment, and I later thought about it, he said, but God, you charge $500, $700 a night. And we do. I mean, but it's a return on an investment. I'm sorry. I'm going to get my money back. And I made that comment that I said that, I didn't do this for the money. But somebody wrote in, and I really had to laugh because it was so true what the guy wrote. He says, sure, it's not for the money. That's why he charges $500 a night. But, I'm laughing, going, I just didn't think of it that way. It's, yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. And I do sometimes feel bad about that. What I do tell people is that if they can't afford it, to contact. Let's see if we can't choose a date that I know is going to work, that really nobody's going to be here, and we can show you the site. Okay? So, I mean, there's things we can do.
You're going to work it out.
Yeah. But I enjoy doing the tours, Dave. Bryce, I enjoy I enjoy the interaction.
I know you do. You're the goat.
I do it at every guest. I sit them all down. We go through this. And, of course, I try to make it in a very entertaining way. I mean, I don't want to make it like your standard history lecture. I mean,
you'll make it interesting. You know what?
When we're done with it, and they're just. I want them to walk away with going, wow, oh my God. That's what I want.
Now I know what a missile silo is.
Yeah, we pretty much need that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, honestly, my wife and I, we've been blessed. And so I leave it at that.